Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 9 of Vlogmas. So in today's video, we're going to go over bariatric gifts. If you're looking for someone who's had surgery, if you've just stumbled upon this video, this is the place you want to be. Or if you're trying to find something for yourself for Christmas or a holiday, definitely stay tuned. I've picked out like 6 or 7 things that I think would make great gift ideas. She's got an itch, hang on. You done? I picked out 6 or 7 ideas that I think would make great gifts for someone in your life or for yourself. You can even get a few of these things for someone who is thinking about surgery, and I'll go into why a little bit later, but let's get started. So a great gift for really anyone, but especially someone who's had bariatric surgery, is going to be a mug warmer. Now mine is gross and disgusting because I've had it for years. I'm actually getting a new one for Christmas this year. I asked for one that is in my Amazon list. Everything I'm talking about will be linked below, so click on the link and it'll take you to everything in one stop shop on Amazon. But this is the one I've had. It's relatively inexpensive, and especially because early on, obviously it takes, especially early on, it takes a long time for you to eat something. So if you have your food or soup or whatever you're eating in a glass dish, obviously you can't use plastic or anything like that because it'll melt, but a glass dish, a mug of whatever, and you stick it on there, it'll keep it warm the whole time you're eating. So obviously you do need to let it heat up. Like I just threw my coffee on there now because I didn't want to have it on when it was hot to show you. But it'll take a couple minutes for that to warm up and then for my coffee to warm up. So it's a great gift. And then especially after surgery, now I can eat my food pretty quick to where it doesn't get cold on me anymore. But I use it especially every day at work for coffee or tea or whatever to keep my things hot, because even though I can eat fast, my drinking is still not that fast. So I would like to have hot coffee the whole time and not have to nuke it in the microwave every 20 minutes when it cools down. So there is one idea for a gift. The next idea along the same heating element would be a heating pad. Now, a lot of people have these as like their must-have for surgery. So especially if someone who's unsure, like they'll still get use out of this, is a heating pad. You can get one for the shoulders, for the back, for whatever, as long as, you know, it's big enough to cover the stomach. Once you're post-surgery, anything will do with a timer or whatever. The one that I have is upstairs. I forgot to grab, but it has like the heat settings. So if I don't want it that hot, I don't have to put it that hot. And an auto timer is the safest option. So I'll have a couple linked down below, but it's a good alternative. If you're not sure what to get someone and they're kind of toying with the thought of surgery, or they have decided for sure, it's great for the relief, especially after, like post-surgery. If I have a really intense workout and the next day I'm super sore, I will use my heating pad to help like soothe that. So it's not just a one-time use kind of thing. You can get multiple uses out of it, and a good gift. Okay, the next thing I actually bought for myself because I thought it was cute, I'm going to put it on my keys, is this little keychain. I'm going to see if I can get in close on it. So it's a little corny. It says weight loss champion, which I don't know if I would count myself as a champion yet because I'm not really close to my goal, but look how cute. Okay, hold on. I might have to cut to an additional scene. Look how cute that little tummy is on there. Yeah, okay. Oh, there we go. Isn't that the cutest little stomach face you've ever seen in your life? So this is going on my keychain as a great reminder for everything. And then with this came these medical alert special request cards. Now I got one of these from my surgeon's office, but it was literally like a business card, like, hold on, like paper like this that you could like fold, and I probably ruined it in the first, I don't know, 2 weeks. Now I've never used one of these cards at like a restaurant because usually I order like off the normal menu and then just take the rest home for leftovers. But it says this person presenting this card has had bariatric surgery, which has reduced their stomach capacity. Please allow them to order a smaller portion of food from the children's or seniors menu. Thank you for your cooperation. So a good thing to have, especially if you want to order off the kids menu and you need like proof that you've had surgery, like you can't really prove it. And you get 2 of them, so you can throw them in 2 different things. But for, I think this was like $9, I think is worth it. And then you have cards to keep in 2 different wallets or whatever, if you ever needed to order a smaller meal. Another thing I found while I was browsing for like keychains and stuff like that is one that you can, is just on a normal keychain, but it just says like bariatric surgery or gastric bypass in case you were in some sort of medical emergency, that the first responder team like knows right away that you've had surgery. I know you can get it on a bracelet or put it on your keys, just because if, God forbid, if something were to happen and they needed, I think I read this somewhere, like you want to make sure, especially like on your phone, with your like medical alert ID, at least on iPhones, I've had bariatric surgery, because if something were to happen to me and they needed to like put a tube through like into my stomach, they can't put as much down as like a normal person because there's not that much room in my stomach anymore. So they need to be cautious and aware of the fact that I've had bariatric surgery. So a bracelet, something on your keys, a medical alert thing when they go to look for your ID, or whatever, can be beneficial potentially in the long run. So that's something to look into, or at least put it on your phone so they can look to see if you have any medical things going on, but a good option for those who've had surgery. Okay, the next things I'm really jazzed to talk about because they're my favorite and like what I want for Christmas basically. And that's cookbooks, because y'all know I like to cook. So let me show you some of my favorites. I have a huge stack. I'm so sorry. If you don't like cooking or anything like that, you can skip this part because I have a bunch of books. So the first book I got is this Gastric Sleeve Bariatric Cookbook by Sarah Kent. So, and all of these books I'm going to mention have really good information. So even if you are buying for someone that has not had surgery yet, one, it's a cookbook. Anyone can eat this stuff. But 2, there's a lot of good info about the surgery itself, and like the process that you're going to have to go through after surgery. So even if it's like you're unsure yourself and you want to like look into what life might be like, one of these books are really great. The one that has the best information, I think, is this one. And they're all relatively inexpensive. I think this is like not even $10, and the rest are like $10 to $12. So really good. They have meal plans in here. I've never followed the meal plan just because as of right now, it doesn't fit my needs. Some of these are pretty carb heavy, and I have a lower carb option too when we get to the end. But really good recipe ideas. I've cooked multiple things out of this one. We've already cooked this potato soup during Vlogmas this year, so you know it's good. And yeah, totally recommend. This is my #1 recommendation, this book specifically. Then a couple other ones I picked up during Black Friday because Amazon had a buy 2 get 1 free sale. So the first one I picked up was the bariatric slow cooker one. So obviously everything that you can make in the slow cooker, super easy, simple. Again, all of these have info in the front about the recipes, about portion control, all that kind of stuff. So another good one. The next one, if you're not a gourmet cook or don't like to cook, this is the Easy 5-ingredient bariatric cookbook. And legitimately, they all have 5 ingredients or less. So definitely something you want to pick up if you're a lazy cook and or just need really quick, work night ideas. All right, the last bariatric cookbook is the Complete Bariatric Cookbook and Meal Plan Guide. This has a ton of stuff in here. And I should mention, all of these have like portions for whatever stage you're on. So like this Farmer's Market Scramble, obviously full liquids, you can't have it. Purees, you can have a 1/4 cup of it pureed. Soft foods, a 1/2 cup. And then general, which is like normal food, 1/2 cup to a cup. So everything like all of these books have that. They give you what stage you can have it, how much of it you can have, and then the breakdown of the nutritional value. So they've done all the hard work, especially if you buy like exactly what's in the recipe. They've done all the hard work for you already. So another good book to have. Clearly, I've marked a ton of pages, so we're going to be making stuff out of this real soon. And then the last cookbook I have is not bariatric per se. I've had this book 4 years and I love it. We used one of the recipes for our Thanksgiving series. So this is the Keto Meal Prep book by Flav City. It's nice hardcover, beautiful book. The reason why I super love this one is most of them have pictures. I'm a very visual person, clearly, like I like to make videos, and almost every recipe has a picture. Like literally every recipe has, is it every recipe? Almost every recipe has a picture. Like that is insane and high quality, and I love it. So anyway, so they're not like, they don't cater to bariatric, but they eat keto and paleo. So especially the things that we gravitate towards, especially in the beginning, all of these recipes are delicious. They do have another book that I don't have, which is I think 5 ingredients or less. So I'm definitely gonna wait till that one, I can find it on sale and pick it up. But like all the recipes in here are so good. So definitely recommend. It's pricier. I think this is like $18 on Amazon, but totally worth it. A great hardcover book, and you can't go wrong with a nice keto meal prep book. All right, speaking of keto, I know that's technically not what we are eating generally after surgery, but a lot of the things we're eating protein, we're not eating carbs. Technically, it falls into that keto land of stuff. So something that could potentially help, especially new people, is keto cheat sheet. So it has a magnet, you stick it on your fridge, and then you can go to whatever section you need. So say you go to poultry and eggs, so you don't know how much a whole, an egg is, just quickly you find the egg, it gives you a rating of best, better, and things to avoid. So a whole egg, less than 1 carb, 5 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, how many, average calories. Especially if you're looking to try to meal prep yourself and you need ideas, this is a great thing. So say you want, dairy. So these are like the best things that you can get, kind of the better. And then like they want you to avoid like whole milk plain yogurt because it's got a ton of sugar in it. So things like that. There's a whole slew of foods, vegetables, meat, all that stuff. So something good to have, especially if you're unsure of how many carbs, calories, whatever is in food. A great cheat sheet, and it's affordable. I think this is only like $8 or $9. So good thing to have. All right, and the last thing I don't have physically with me, but I will put pictures of here, is this cute little stomach pillow that would make a great gift for anyone who's having surgery. 1, because it's cute and adorable. 2, because it reminds you of like the surgery you're going through. And 3, it makes a great cough pillow. So right out of surgery, if you have to cough or sneeze or anything like that, you always want to make sure you're holding like where your incisions are so they don't hurt you. And this would make the greatest cough pillow like ever. So I don't have one. I wish I could buy myself one, but I don't need the cough pillow part anymore. My sister bought me a Squishmallow before I knew that these existed, so I wasn't gonna buy a secondary thing. But it's so cute and definitely a great gift for someone who's having surgery. So I hope that gave you some ideas of gifts you can get someone who's having surgery or thinking about having surgery. Everything will be linked below, so go ahead and click the Amazon link. It'll take you to the storefront, and you can shop to your heart's content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas. Bye.